In some yards, it can be hard to find relief from the sun, but you can shade almost any spot for a short period of time or from one season to the next. Awnings and canopies became popular in the early 1800s, but these days you can choose from a variety of materials and designs.
We put in an awning to help cover the bar area because the barbecue's there, so this way when you're grilling, you can stay a little cooler. And it does keep the area at least 10 to 15 degrees cooler, and luckily it also helps keep my den a lot cooler.
I'm here with Jerry Jebbia from Weathercraft in Emerson, New Jersey. So Jerry, where do people put awnings?
Typically people put awnings over patios, decks, windows, doors, anywhere they want shade or want to protect themselves from the elements. This awning behind us is 18 feet in width by 13 feet in projection. They come up to 23 feet in width in a single unit. If you want to cover a space larger than 23 feet, you could use two awnings side by side.
And the one behind us is retractable, correct?
It has a motor that retracts it in and out. It's wired to an inside switch. You press the switch up, that sends the awning out. You press the switch down, that retracts the awning back.
Okay, and how are they installed?
What we typically do is we cut away the siding where the studs are located on the house. We mount brackets to the studs, and then the awning is mounted to the brackets that sit on the wall. It works with all types of siding, brick, stucco, anything.
So how do you care for them over time?
We tell customers to use a bleach and dish detergent mix. You mix it together with water, you throw it up on top, you scrub it off, and then you hose it off.
And even though it's waterproof, you do want to roll it up if there's weather, yeah?
Absolutely. Anytime there's inclement weather, you want to roll it back.
If you want shade almost anywhere in your yard, try a shade sail, or a sun sail as they're sometimes called. Sails are mostly square or triangular, and they come in many different sizes and colors. They can also be custom made. You can shade a patio, pool, or lawn area for a day or a season. Setting one up is fairly simple. Attach the corners of the sail to a tree, a patio column, or your home using the hardware provided. Some come with separate posts, like this one. Now make sure it's properly tensioned so it doesn't wrinkle or flap, and if you're keeping it up for a while, install at a slope so water can run off. Pergolas are also popular and can add some architectural punch to your yard. Joining me now is Greg DiBernardo of Bergen Decks in Waldwick, New Jersey. So pergolas have an ancient history. What makes them so popular now?
They're a nice addition to put onto any outdoor project because they provide some broken shade. It lets people use their deck or their patio more because it's not so hot.
And they've become very popular lately.
Absolutely. Right? 5 years ago, no one ever heard of a pergola, whereas now everybody asks me for a pergola.
So the one you see behind us is made out of vinyl. What are some other materials?
Traditionally, pergolas have always been made out of wood. Wood's great because we can customize it and configure it. Nowadays, we're shifting to more synthetic products like vinyl or fiberglass. This one happens to be vinyl.
Okay, so this is a pretty standard design.
Correct. This is a Potomac model from a company called Backyard America. It basically comes as an erector set, and we just screw it together. It's very, very easy to put together.
And what kind of features can be added?
The most popular thing we add is a ceiling fan for two reasons. Number one, it gives people a breeze, but number two, at night, it keeps the bugs away, which is a huge bonus. The other thing people will add is a retractable canvas awning over the top, or even rain panels that'll provide a roof over so you can entertain in the weather, in the rain, and not get wet.
The most natural choice for shading your yard, of course, is trees. What matters most is where you plant them and what kind of trees you pick, especially for your climate. Plant deciduous trees along the south side of your home to provide the most shade in the summer and warmth in the winter. An 8-foot tree planted near your home will begin shading windows the first year. Some other amazing findings? It can be up to 25 degrees cooler under a tree than temperatures above nearby blacktops. One properly placed tree can reduce heating and cooling costs by up to 12% annually. Of course, there's the old standby for shade, an umbrella. Canopies range from 4 to 11 feet, and the poles can have various tilt functions, whether they're table models or freestanding. And if you're worried about the wind, fiberglass poles and ribs hold up better than wood or aluminum. And now that I'm in the shade, it's time to relax with a little snack.